Michelle Tapper reports.
You know, there are children just a few metres away. How are you going to ensure that they won't be exposed to your sex workers?
My workers will be working indoors.
They were once banished to seedy red light districts on city outskirts. Not anymore. Brothels have gone suburban, hundreds of them and counting.
We have next door the pet shop where dozens of children go every day, thanks very much. We've got 3 churches within 100 metres. We've got a preschool down the road.
Where's the 3 churches within 100 metres, please?
Well, there are 2 just down there. So there are numerous things.
Hang on, where's the 2 down there?
Picturesque Byron Bay in northern New South Wales is the latest in a string of cities and towns opening their doors to the sex trade. Here you can see children playing right across the street from where local farmer John Thompson has been given the green light by the council to build a bordello and employ 47 prostitutes. It's got some residents hot under the collar.
I'm very concerned about the children who pass the establishment. That's why there will be proper landscape gardening, there'll be a proper fence, there'll be security. No one will be able to be walking in here who shouldn't be allowed to walk through here.
John thinks he's the best man to run Byron's first ever brothel, but Residents and Ratepayers Association President Ricky Grinberg says locals don't want one at all.
There are 5 brothels within 30 minutes driving. You know, this is a town of 6,000 people, 1.7 million tourists, and they're mainly all families. Who's going to use it? He's going to try and create a sex tourism trade and all of the crime that goes with it here in what is a pristine environment.
What do you say to a child who asks you a question, what is a brothel?
Pastor Ted Pangilinan has been asking himself that very question ever since he discovered the Gold Coast City Council had approved a brothel just a stone's throw away from his church.
This is the proposed site for the brothel, and just less than 200 meters is the shopping center, as you can see, and across the road here, less than 200 meters, is also our church, and in this area here is a proposed residential development.
So Ted and the members of his parish, the Dunamis Christian Centre, refused to accept the decision, hiring lawyers to make the council see sense. Unlike Byron residents, they won.
I think the bureaucrats have to really be a lot more responsible in the way they treat the community.
The fear that exists in the suburbs is really whipped up by special interest groups. It's not rational. It's based on distorted idea of moral right and wrong.
Nick Inskip from the legal adult sex industry claims legitimate brothels are not the problem. He says the illegal sex trade is booming across the country.
I have seen places in the illegal industry where girls are paid in drugs. I find that absolutely terrible, and that does not happen in the legal industry.
And recent figures paint a disturbing picture. In New South Wales, there are well over 800 illegal brothels in operation compared to just 200 legal premises. In Victoria, it's estimated that around 400 black market brothels exist, and similarly, Queensland's 23 brothels are believed to account for only 25% of the industry. The rest made up of illegal escorts, sole traders and brothels.
I guess councils that fail to approve licensed brothels are really saying that the illegal industry is okay. Now, they may like to pretend it's not there, but what they're really doing is condemning, particularly the women in the industry, to work in circumstances where they are at risk. They condemn the community to poor health standards.
Pastor Ted won't be moved.
I don't ever remember hearing any positive result that an establishment or brothel has brought to the community.